Hello, it's Ed Huck with Keller Williams Realty and the Ed Huck team. I'm here to give you your February 2023 market update. So let's dive into this. What is going on here in February? So we're going to tell you. Interest rates. So everybody probably has already heard interest rates spiked back in about September. You can see they were hovering right around that. If we look at the 30-year fixed, right around that 5% range. Then all of a sudden we spiked up to a little over 7. The great news is things have kind of stabilized. So since October-ish, we've been hovering at this 6.5 range. It kind of came back down. But anyway, we're staying in about that 6% range. And it looks like, from what everybody says, we should be staying somewhere in there, 6s, maybe touch 7 again over the next couple months. We're just going to have to continue to see what's going on with interest rates on the Fed level and inflation. So obviously, if inflation continues to go up, the Fed is going to have to raise interest rates, which will then eventually have an effect on mortgage rates. Let's dive into some of these trend graphics. So for those of you that like to nerd out with me and kind of dive into some of this data, everybody's asking, what happened when interest rates popped up? And it did definitely affect our houses that we put under contract. We put way fewer houses under contract in November. Matter of fact, I think nationally, November was one of the slowest months on record. So that bump in interest rates really did have a big, strong effect. Now, what you'll see on here, and if you can kind of blow up your screen, historically, we don't start bouncing back from the number of homes that we put under contract, which is this red line right here, until normally January and February. But when things slowed down in November and December, you can see that we did pop right back up here in January. And in previous years, that pop doesn't happen until more like February or even in March, like it did here in 2021. So you can see as we scroll down, the number of homes that we've put under contract this year to date versus last year to date, it's about the same. So, and the stats we're looking at are for homes under 500,000. So when I look at this, the quick glance is things under 500 are still doing pretty strong. If we look at months worth of inventory based on pending sales, that's how we track whether it's a buyer's market and a seller's market. We are still in a strong seller's market. So anything under 3 months worth of inventory is considered a seller's market. We were in an absurd seller's market for most of 2020 and most of 2021, which this graph shows. We started to slide back to more of a heading towards a neutral market. Still a long way to go. And then you notice in January, we spiked right back down because what we're seeing is, again, on homes under 500, the market's still strong. Put a little asterisk next to that, which we're going to go into in a second. If you were to look at the over, say like 800, which is kind of maybe more of our luxury homes in Northeastern Ohio, the market's really flat. When we redo this chart and we look at it this way, we were trucking along pretty good here in more of a, say, neutral or seller's market. And then once those interest rates popped, we went into this strong buyer's market. Not great news for everybody that's got high-end homes. We're going to keep our ears to the ground and keep my eyes on all these charts and graphs to see if that's going to change this spring. But when you go back to here and we see what's actually gone on in the last, say, this year to date versus last year to date, as my computer is processing. I know the number though, so it's about half. So this year to date versus last year to date, we've put about half the number of homes under contract that are over 800,000, which again is unusual. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. The other thing, like the reason I mentioned an asterisk is not only do we have the tale of two markets with homes under 500, it's still a strong market and homes over, say, 800, it's more of a buyer's market. The other thing we're seeing even more than we did last year, this spring, if your house is updated, cleaned up, staged, ready to go, it's selling quick. If it's not, it's sitting in the market. I just quickly pulled Westlake homes between 200 and 400. First thing that jumps out at me, there's only 7 homes for sale. There should be, historically, there's been a lot more homes than that for sale. Then the other thing that jumps out at me, if you look at this, and I don't know how much I can blow this up, there we go, is days on market. You will see homes 8 days and then 91 days, 28 days, 70 days, 4, 1, 2 days. And if you look at some of these, so let's look at this one on Dunford that's been up for 2 days. Cute house, nice yard, all updated, new kitchen, new cabinets, new appliances, sold in 2 days. If we go back to, say, Hilliard, sold in 6 days. Also updated, neutral, staged, new kitchen, 6 days. If we were to go back and look at some of the ones that have been up for a long time, let's say Bassett, nice house, nice street, just, it's clean as a whistle, presents nice. The challenge is it's just not updated. It's got original cabinets in the kitchen. You know, again, looks clean as a whistle. But what we're noticing is if it's not updated, it's sitting on the market for a while. So when you look at those market stats that show that it's still a seller's market, when you look at homes that are gorgeous, it's even a stronger seller's market. So the big takeaways from today's update is interest rates have stabilized. It's still a hot market under $500,000. It's a slower market once you get over $800,000. There are homes to purchase, so the number of available homes is up. Again, if you want one that's all updated and ready to go, you still need to get out there, see it immediately. Expect probably to pay asking price or over. We're still seeing a lot of multiple offers in homes that are gorgeous. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or anybody on the Ed Huck team. And we're here for you. And if you're thinking about selling this spring, it is still a great time to sell. Just have one of our team members zip out to your house, meet with you, explain to you how we can net you more money, and make it a great day.